The Sheikh-Lotfollah Mosque in Isfahan is a masterpiece of Safavid architecture. It is constructed between 1603 and 1619 during the reign of Shah Abbas I of Persia. It is situated on the eastern side of the famous Naqsh-e-Jahan square. Despite its significance, few Westerners of the Safavid period paid attention to it, let alone had access to it. So it was a relatively obscure and badly known structure back in Europe. Its chief architect was Mohammad Reza Isfahani, and he crafted it as a private sanctuary for the royal court, distinct from the Shah Mosque, which served the public. As such, it lacks minarets and is relatively smaller. Because it was more of a private mosque, Shah Abbas had a tunnel built from the Ali Qapu palace to the mosque, sparing the need to cross the crowded square. The mosque had many different names throughout history. Some early European travelers of the era, such as Jean Chardin, already referred to the mosque by its present name, Sheikh-Lotfollah. But who is this Sheikh-Lotfollah? He was an esteemed imam whose salary was directly drawn from the imperial household's resources, so he worked for the Shah. Sheikh-Lotfollah himself was probably one of the initial prayer leaders for the royal court in this very mosque. In design, the Sheikh-Lotfollah Mosque diverges from the Shah Mosque. It lacks a courtyard and interior avans, boasting a simpler yet striking architecture. Its dome is flattened and rests upon a square dome chamber. The dome structure draws inspiration from the Shah Wali Mosque of Taft Yazd, with similarities also observed in the Blue Mosque of Tabriz. The 20th century English traveler Robert Byron described the dome as follows: "The dome is inset with a network of lemon-shaped compartments, which decrease in size as they ascend towards the formalized peacock at the apex. The mihrab in the west wall is enameled with tiny flowers on a deep blue meadow. Each part of the design, each plane, each repetition, each separate branch or blossom has its own somber beauty. But the beauty of the whole comes as you move. Again, the highlights are broken by the play of glazed and unglazed surfaces, so that with every step they rearrange themselves in countless shining patterns. I have never encountered splendor of this kind before." The above-mentioned peacock adorning the center of the interior side of the dome is one of its unique characteristics. The design of the interior side of the dome has had far-reaching influences. For example, it influenced the layout of the Azadi Square in Tehran. Such a peacock central medallion was not a novelty, however. There are several earlier works of Safavid art which feature such a design. Take a look, for example, at the central medallion of one of the famed Ardabil carpets woven around 1540 during the reign of Shah Tahmasp. The interior of the mosque is further adorned with Quranic verses on its walls, masterfully executed by the Iranian calligrapher Baqir Banayi. The domed chamber must have appeared as divine revelation to the visitor. To reach it, one must first traverse a long, dimly lit passage. Suddenly, they would arrive in the absurdly beautiful domed chamber, abundant with light, streaming through various windows, signaling the presence of God to the worshipper. A profound sense of awe and wonder overwhelms them. I, too, eagerly anticipate beholding this beauty with my own eyes one day.